Fishing in Stardew Valley. What a perfectly relaxing way to spend an afternoon. Or it would be if the fish played nicely. If only they were a quick and straightforward way to level up. Hi, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. In this video I'm going to share with you some fishing tips, and I'll show you how I get level 5 fishing on day 4. This tip might seem a bit obvious, but hear me out. Holding down the button will make the bar jump up, whereas repeatedly clicking the button will allow the bar to move up slower, or stay in one place. It's also possible, if you time it right, sort of catch the bar just by clicking as it falls and hits the bottom, instead of bouncing back up. Pressing the inventory button or escape will cancel the fishing minigame. If you press and hold the direction button while casting, you can angle the cast diagonally by 1 tile. It's a good idea to experiment with zoom levels. This can make the fishing minigame bigger on the screen. If you're playing on PC, you can check this box to add zoom buttons up by your journal, useful for changing things on the fly. Here are some comparisons for you. You may be able to zoom further in or out than me if your screen resolution is different. Once you're happy with how the controls work and what zoom levels you prefer, you can reset the day by exiting the title and reloading the save file. Now you can start the day fresh, no wasted time or energy. When I start out fishing, I like to buy the training rod. This increases the fishing bar size to the same as level 5. You could also buy a trout soup to increase the bar size more. I don't usually do this though. Here you can see how much of a difference it makes with the 2 rods. You can only catch basic fish, with a difficulty lower than 50, and only normal quality with the training rod. But easier perfects make up for this in my opinion. Using the training rod, I find it easier to make perfect catches, which added 2.4 times multiplier to the XP gained. Treasure chests added 2.2 times multiplier. Oh, and yes, they are cumulative. So definitely go for that if you're lucky enough to get one you can. I prefer to fish at the lake. The fish here tend to be easier to catch, especially carp, who often don't move at all. For anyone saying, but catfish give more XP. Yes, they do, but they're also the hardest fish to catch during spring. You're better off successfully catching bullheads at the lake. Don't have the backpack yet? Need some more inventory space? How about some extra storage? I'll bring a chest with me and put it in a safe spot. Now that I'm catching quality fish, my inventory quickly fills up. When I'm running low on energy, I'll prioritise eating the green algae, but I will eat the fish too. It's good to keep track of energy, especially as it gets closer to night. You don't want to eat too much into your profits. 2 green algae is 26 energy, so it'll allow me 3 casts of the fishing rod. Each cast is 7 or 8 energy, depending on your fishing level at the time. 2 regular carp are also 26, whereas 1 gold carp is 23 energy, so almost 3 casts. If you don't need the money yet, you could hold on to all of the fish and sell them once you've chosen your profession. Of course, if you're planning on choosing trapper, then it doesn't make a difference. And here's how all of this looks in practice. I started a new save file for this. On day 2, I watered my parsnips, opened my mail and headed off to the beach. I had chopped enough trees on day 1, so I could craft a chest to bring with me. I fished at the dock until Willie opened his shop. I sold everything, bought a training rod and trout soup, then headed up to the lake. I ate the trout soup and fished here until night. I stopped periodically to drop stuff off into the chest that I just placed off screen. I took home as much as I could carry and sold all of my fish. I got level 2 fishing and I made over 1,000 gold. Day 3 was a guaranteed rain day, so I headed straight to the lake. Around 10 AM, after a few more perfect catches, I checked and I'd got level 3 fishing. I swapped back to the bamboo rod and kept on fishing. My inventory filled up fairly quickly after this, because of the different quality fish. I was pretty glad I had my chest nearby. Around 8 PM I caught my first iridium quality fish. It was only a carp, but still, it was an iridium one. When I stopped for the night, I had more fish than I could carry, so I opted to leave the carp behind. I sold the fish and went to bed, getting level 4 fishing along with over 2,500 gold. Day 4 was a bad luck day, so I decided to get the rest of my loot from the lake chest. I brought almost everything home, then watered my parsnips. I had enough gold at this point, so I bought a backpack from Pierre and a fiberglass fishing rod from Willie. I brought the bait I had from treasure chests with me. I attached those and started fishing. I had money left over though, so if I hadn't have found the bait, I could have just bought some from Willie. Around 3:30 I checked my fishing level, was pleased to see I'd already reached level 5. I carried on fishing for the rest of the day anyway, but I didn't manage to get level 6. I decided I wouldn't sell anything to Willie here. I'd rather put the fish in the shipping bin tonight. It's easy to keep track of how much I've caught and how much I'm making. That night I got the notification for level 5 fishing, I chose my profession and made over 3,000 gold. I would have made more money had I kept hold of the fish and sold them after the profession bonus had kicked in. I wanted to sell the fish to give an indication of how much money was made regardless of which perk was chosen. On the morning of day 5 my total earnings are just short of 7,000 and all from the fish. I don't plan on playing this save file any further, but if you do want to see how I would get this up to level 10, please let me know in the comments. Who knows, I might just do that in a future video. I hope you found some of this information useful and that it helps you on your fishing journey. Thanks for watching, take care and bye for now.